Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And like in my last video, I was telling you I couldn't wait for this guy to come in, that he was expected, and he's finally here. So today we're going to be looking at Transformers Studio Series 86, Transformers the movie, HotRod. And I gotta say, when I took him out the box, this figure looks great. I love it a lot. It's amazing. But let's not talk about it, guys. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at HotRod. Alright guys, so here he is, Studio Series HotRod. But before we look at the figure, let's first take a quick look at the packaging. Alright, you got some cool artwork of HotRod up in the front, holding the Matrix, which is one of the accessories he comes with. Once again, at the bottom, Transformers the movie. On the side, Transformers. You got the logo up in the corner. Another cool artwork of HotRod with the Matrix once again. And then a close-up shot of HotRod right there on the other side. In the back, you got some product photos in the back there. And on the bottom of it, you can see the legal mumbo jumbo, along with on the bottom of the box itself. And on the top of the box, you have Transformers the movie. Well, that takes care of the box. Let's look at the figure. Alright, so let's take a closer look at HotRod. As you can see, he's got his exhaust pipes on the side. He's got some pretty good detailing. Now you can see his knees in the back, but to me that's not a big issue. Maybe it might bother some, but it doesn't bother me. The only thing I do notice is that he has two different style rims. One's black, one's silver. It should have been more consistent. As you can see there at the bottom, you can see his original chest, as the hood on the top is a fake hood. Now let's take a look at some of the accessories that comes with HotRod. Alright, now he does come with a set of these blue flame blouses right here that you can attach to the exhaust tips. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's get one on there on this side. As you can see, they're really easy to attach. They're pretty much set up on the middle. That's what pretty much holds them in. Let's get the other one on there. Now you got some blue flames, so HotRod can get some turbo action there. Oh, that's not fast enough. There we go. Now he does come with a couple other accessories, and I saw this in the instructions how they set this up, and it's kind of weird looking. But right here, if you take his two guns and that pizza cutting hand of his, you can actually turn it into some sort of weapon that you put on the hood. Now he does have two pegs on the engine block, and he has two pegs on his roof as well. And what you can do with this is the two pegs there, you can mount it. If you want, you can mount it on the top like that, give him like a Road Warrior look. Or if you want to, you can actually mount it on the hood. Once again, it's your toy. Display it how you wish. Me personally, this is the only time you'll ever see this configuration for the video. This will never happen on my display shelf. But alright guys, let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons right now. Alright, so here he is with Gigawatt. Now in the universe where Gigawatt exists, I can see these two being friends. And once again, these are both really cool Transformers. Like them both. But let's go on and let's check him out with another vehicle. And here he is with his old buddy Cub. And I'm pretty sure Cub's gonna annoy him with one of his old time war stories. But let's keep it moving and let's bring out the next figure. And here he is with G1 HotRod. Now G1 HotRod's got that front end sticking up, but I actually like the way the Studio Series one is, kind of leveled, looks really good. Alright, that's enough comparison for now. Let's go ahead, let's transform him into robot mode, and let's check him out there.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
다이아크론隊に建設者ロボが完成。ブレインロボと共に地球を守れ。6者合体。行け建設者ロボ。戦えブレインロボ。ダイアクロン建設者ロボ。
We now return to the Transformers.
All right, so here he is in robot mode, and I gotta say, he looks awesome. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at some of the details on him. As you can see, he's got a really nice head sculpt there. I like the way it looks. He's got the chest with the little lights underneath, which is awesome. Lots of detail in the legs, as you can see here on the side as well. Lots of detail going up and down this figure. Hasbro did a really good job with this figure here. I like it a lot, and he's gonna look great with the rest of the Studio Series figures that I have from Transformers the movie on my shelf. He's gonna look awesome. Just need to get one more figure to complete the set. Now for articulation, he can look up, a little bit down. He can go side to side as his head is on a ball joint, and he can do 360. At the shoulders, he can go 90 degrees, and he can do 360 if it wasn't for the big wing on his back. Now at the elbow, he does have elbow rotation, and he can go past 90 degrees at the bend. Now he does have hip rotation, and his legs can go 90 degrees out to the side. It can go a little bit past 90 degrees to the front, and unfortunately, this is as far back as he goes. Not a big deal, but I wish he could have did more. He does go way past 90 degrees at the knee. He does have thigh rotation, and at the foot, he can go up and down, and he does have ankle tilt, which is really cool. Once again, you can display this figure all kinds of different ways on your shelf. He's got a lot of playability to him, and he's got quite a few features on him as well. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the first feature he has. If you flip up the helmet, you can actually see he has a visor under there. You can actually flip that down, and now you can have him the way he was when he first saw the hole inside of the ship. This is something they do with the Masterpiece figures, and I like that they actually brought it to the retail figures. It's really cool. Let's go ahead and let's put that visor back up. Now you got to make sure you push it all the way down, or the helmet won't close. So make sure it's flush when you close it, and be careful because it is a transparent joint. Now with the arms, he does have a feature here where you can actually rotate the arms. It's a little stiff on mine. Let me see if I can get it open. Should be able to get it here. Oh, there you go. Now you can rotate his arm around, and he has his little welder right there, which is what he used in the movie to repair Cup. Let me just peg that back in. Pretty cool feature right there. Again, more options for display. Now you can do the same thing on this side, and you can rotate it out, and this one actually has a peg. Now from what you're seeing when he was in car mode, the peg is actually for his little pizza cutter. So let's go ahead and get the pizza cutter. Now I know it's a buzzsaw, but I like to call it the pizza cutter because that's what it looks like to me. But you can take this and put this on that peg at the end of his arm, and you can display him the way he was when he was battling that giant squid on a Quintesson planet. Once again, he has a lot of different features to display him with. This is a really cool figure. Once again, I think Hasbro did a really good job with this figure here. But let's go ahead, let's take off these accessories. Let's get his hands back out, and let's check out a few more accessories that this figure actually comes with. Get one hand out, let's get the other one put away. This one always gives me trouble. Oh, came out pretty easy this time. Alright, but let's go ahead and let's pull out his other accessories. Now, just like the G1, he does come with double pistols. As you can see here, you open up his hand. You don't really need to open it, but you can place the pistols in his hands. Close up the fist right there. Now, I don't remember him using double pistols. I remember in the movie he actually shot some lasers from his exhaust pipes on his arms. But I know the G1 figure does come with the double pistols, so I'm pretty sure that's why they placed it with this figure as well. Okay, now this hand wants to give me trouble. always when the camera's on. All right, there we go. So now we got him with the double pistols right there. Once again, I like the way the elbows are. You can pose them all kinds of different ways. Get the pistols going all the way out. Now, with those blouses that he had for the exhaust, you can actually attach those to the end of his pistols so you can give him that blouche effect. So let's go ahead and let's attach this one over here. You actually use the center of the blouche to connect to the pistol. Attach this one. And now we got HotRod doing some heavy firing action. Once again, really cool. This is a really awesome figure. Can't wait to actually get him up on my shelf. And if you wanted to, you can actually take the blouses and put them on the exhaust pipes on his arms. Now, I don't think they're really designed for it because they don't really hold all that securely, but with a little bit of practice, you can actually get it to hold on pretty secure and get yourself some blouche action from his exhaust pipe. So let's go ahead and attach the other one over here. Let's get rid of the pistols. And now you can, if you bring down the visor, you can actually get him posed up like he was when he was shooting at the spaceship coming in for a landing. Which is one of the reasons why I think they actually gave him so much tilt on his head to look up. Once again, really cool right here. So let's get rid of the blouses right here. He does come with one other accessory, and this is the reason why his hands actually open, because he comes with the matrix of leadership, and it's really cool, really detailed. I like the way they did it. And you just open his hands. I like to put it at his thumbs for a more secure fit, but now you can raise those up, have HotRod looking at it, and you can get that pose from the end of the movie. Let me just get him to stand up. This is why I was talking about the knees. Not a big fan of them, but I'm not gonna complain. He is a great figure. Let me just get him to stand up right. All right, there we go. Now he does come with one other blouche, and this one is specifically for the Matrix. So you can actually take this one and attach it to the Matrix, and now HotRod can light their darkest hour. Once again, really cool feature. I like it a lot. But now let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons with the figures. All right, guys, so once again, here is HotRod with Gigawatt. And like I said before, I think these guys would have been really good buddies in the parallel universe where Gigawatt is from. Once again, these are two awesome looking figures. Really like them a lot. And let's go ahead now and let's take a look at him with another figure. All right, so here he is with Studio Series Cup. Now, in my last video, I was saying that I couldn't wait to get HotRod in, and one of the reasons was to try to proportion Cup because I felt his limbs were a little bit too skinny. But as you can see here, HotRod's legs are about the same thickness as you can, I guess you can say. So it kind of rounds it out for these two figures here. I do have one more figure that gotta get in, and that would be Blur. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him this weekend, and hopefully it'll make it more and more accurate to the cartoon, because the cartoon, they did kind of look like they had thick limbs. But then again, that's just the way they used to draw cartoon figures back in the 80s. But once again, I am really glad that I actually got these two on my display shelf. They look great. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at another figure. All right, so here he is with classic G1 HotRod. And as you can see, they're almost the same size. And I forgot to turn HotRod's wing around. But I gotta say, I do love my G1 figures, but this HotRod is looking amazing. Movie accurate, just perfect for the shelf. I really do love these figures right here. These are awesome, and I hope they keep going on with the Transformers the movie Studio Series figures, I just can't wait to get a bunch more of these. Alright guys, so there it is. HotRod from Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the movie. Once again, a great figure. If you guys are collecting these, I highly recommend you pick one of these guys up. I know Target and Walmart are having difficulty keeping their shelves in stock, and I know there's a lot of scalpers out there on eBay and Amazon. So guys, be careful when you pick up this figure, but definitely get one for your collection. Well guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this toy review right here.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
In the world of the Transformers, nothing is what it seems. Meet the Constructicons, 6 evil robots that transform into one mechanical giant.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers, robots in disguise.
It's Devastator, 6 Constructicons and 1.
Each sold separately.
Devastator's
Than
attacking!
meets the eye.
The Transformers sold separately from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Become a member of this channel. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put a new video out. If you like what I'm putting out, hit that like button. And if you want to see anything in particular, hit me in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get it out for you guys. And guys, don't forget to share this video with everybody you know. And don't forget, not only do I do the toy collector reviews, I also got some video playthroughs. So if you guys want to see some video game playthroughs of me playing some old school PS4 video games, check out the playlist on this channel. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek and I'm signing off.